Yo, a couple of weeks ago, I made a video about my two favorite large cap cryptocurrencies for this bull cycle. And previously, those two have been Cardano and Polkadot. But since both of them have really performed incredibly well, I decided to flip the majority of them, around 60% of my stack, for Hedera Hashgraph and for Cosmos. And today I think it's time for another update on Cosmos because it's one of my favorite, actually my number one favorite cryptocurrency on the market right now, because there's so much development behind. The ecosystem is massive and it's incredibly huge. And I want to give you an update on what's been going on in the past couple of weeks and also share with you my investment philosophy, right? Because a lot of people are asking me, hey, do you still believe in Cosmos? Hey, do you still hold on to Atom? It doesn't move, right? So in today's video, I want to clarify all that and remind you of the magnitude that Cosmos has as a project and also the ecosystem. And all I ask you in return is that you do three things for me. Number one, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Number two, like this video and comment this video just to condition to train the YouTube algorithm. And number three, share it with just one or two friends through WhatsApp, through Twitter, share it everywhere, tag me, and also share the link to this video. And also, finally, make sure that you watch this entire All right, so first things first, let's look at the coin. Let's look at the price. Atom is currently trading at $20.79 and has a market capitalization of around $5 billion with a trading volume of around 750 million US dollars. Currently, there are 238.5 million coins in circulation, and that's also the total supply for now. There is a built-in inflation of 7% right now, but yeah, all Genesis coins are already in circulation, and that is also very cool to see. If we look at the chart, we can see that Cosmos has broken out a couple of weeks ago, actually early January. It was trading like around $5 forever, for ages, right? Even below $5. Even in 2019, it was at $3, $4, $2, right? But it has been around $5 forever. And then it broke out in late January and early February. And this is something that I've been waiting for, right? Because I started to buy this coin late last year and start to really dig deep into what Cosmos is, and I'm still learning. There's so much behind it. So to me, the breakout was just the inevitable consequence of solid tech and a huge ecosystem, right? Now we've been, in the past couple of weeks, we've been in a bit of a sideways phase here, right? Probably some people are taking profits. It's just a natural consolidation here that we always see, which is healthy, which is good, which is positive. But I know a lot of you guys are getting nervous when they see that, right? They're getting impatient. And remember, guys, in the crypto market, in any market, when it comes to investing, money always goes from the impatient to the patient. So I'm super chilled, even though left and right I see altcoins are going up 10x and 20x. And Cosmos is not that coin that just goes up to 10x overnight and makes quick gains. But it has been going up steadily over the past months and years, actually, as you can see in the chart after a massive sideways phase. But it's been going up. I think it will continue to do so, right? Obviously, this is non-financial advice. You're old enough to take your own decisions. It's your money, your responsibility. But all I try to do is bring this on your radar, bring this on your map, so that you can start to conduct your own due diligence and maybe take smarter decisions, right? Because there's so much more behind it. We'll get into all of that. But also, you can see it's listed on Binance. I think they didn't even pay any listing fee. I think they didn't even want to talk to them. CZ actually tweeted out in 2019 when they listed them then that, hey, the team actually refused to talk to us, but we still listed them, right? Because good tech always wins. So the Cosmos tag is very recognized and acknowledged by the crypto community, by developers. It's also listed on Coinbase Pro since, I don't know, since a long time. So that's really good. The liquidity is there, the accessibility is there. And you can already see here just on CoinGecko, right? There's a lot of explorers, lots of wallets. It's listed on, it's accessible through Ledger, through the Cosmos Station, and they have desktop wallets. Personally, I'm using Kepler for anybody of you who is asking, because I see in the comments a lot of people are asking, hey, how should I store my Atom? I'm doing it through Kepler. It's also very easy user interface and very easy to stake and delegate. But that's just on a side note. And sure, you can also check out the source code here on GitHub and the community on Reddit. I think they just crossed 20,000 people on Reddit, so that's pretty cool. And Twitter, they're also super active. Now, besides all that basic contextual stuff, but what I want to get into today is the ecosystem and also two proposals that are absolutely massive and absolutely huge. So we'll look into that in a bit. But first, let's look into the Cosmos ecosystem. All right, actually, there are 3 ways where you can check out the Cosmos ecosystem and where you can see the projects that are within the ecosystem. Cosmos-cap.com is my favorite place because it's the most, gives the best overview within just one glance. You have over 200 plus projects that are within the ecosystem, meaning that they have either been built on the Cosmos SDK, which is that modular framework that developers can use to build sovereign owned blockchains on top of, or they have, for example, implemented the Tendermint algorithm, right? So that's what they mean by Cosmos ecosystem. And the total value of all projects that are on the Cosmos ecosystem is almost $70 billion, right? Which is absolutely nuts. The biggest one, of course, is the Binance coin, right? And Binance is heavily built around the Cosmos ecosystem, or even built on it, right? The Binance chain is built on the Cosmos SDK. They're using a modified version of the Tendermint consensus algorithm on the Binance chain. And even BNB, that which is running on the Binance chain and the Binance Smart Chain, which is both intercommunicating as well, interconnected, is also basically a product of that on top of the Cosmos SDK eventually, right? So that is cool. And why does nobody talk about that? Why? Nobody talks about that because Cosmos is basically a layer 0 technology, right? And you see now all these layer 1 projects, right? Like Binance Coin, for example, Terra, which is an absolutely huge project out of Korea. They have 2.5 plus million users. Absolutely huge. I will make a sole review on them in the next few days as well. I've been using them now for a while and it's absolutely cool. Crypto.com, the DEX that they have as well, similar to the Binance DEX, which is also built on Cosmos. OKX coin, you have Torchain, Fetch AI, Qcoin, Mirror, Kava, right? A lot of DEX protocols. You have Band Protocol, which is an Oracle and Chainlink competitor, Oasis, Akash, which is a cloud computing that just launched their mainnet. IrisNet, another project. I need to make a sole review on that one as well. It's absolutely huge. It's basically the counterpart of Cosmos from China. Absolutely huge. Secret Network, previously Enigma, also big project. Certic, which is an auditing project, right? So you see there's a lot of projects that you have probably heard of, and they have been super active, have very large communities, and the price has also been going up like crazy over the past couple of weeks. So that's why 70 billion is absolutely huge. Now, the second way to look at the Cosmos ecosystem is actually on the cosmos.network website itself. And you can find here all the 200 projects, because here's just an excerpt of all the projects, right, of the largest ones. And here you can go really deep, right? And you can check out their docs, you can check out the GitHub, you can chat with them, and you can even directly follow them on Twitter and see what's going on there, right? So this is cool. And it always helps to just browse around here, right? Anchor is brand new. Just browse through this site and you can find interesting projects that you think like, oh, cool, that's in the Cosmos ecosystem. I didn't even know that, right? And you have here categories, finance, infrastructure, privacy, like everything that you basically need, right? And then the third, and actually also the fourth way, if you want, is MESSARI. You can see here also all the projects that we see on Cosmos Cap and also on the Cosmos ecosystem website. And also, this is brand new actually, on CoinGecko directly. You can go here on markets and then categories, and then you see here different categories that they have done. Polkadot ecosystem is currently apparently the largest one, according to CoinGecko, with 64 coins and a market capitalization of 62.7 billion. And then you have the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem. And then on ranked 11, you have Cosmos, right? But I think that's a bit misleading, because BNB, for example, is missing here. And if BNB was added to this, Cosmos would be ranked at least 3, right? But yeah, for example, here they already also counting Chainlink, right? Which might be misleading, because Chainlink is obviously an oracle that is also deployed on different chains, right? On different layer zeros and layer ones, right? But all in all, it doesn't really matter. Just for you to raise awareness that also CoinGecko now has this overview. And yeah, I find it very cool. I think the Cosmos ecosystem is one of the most, maybe the most advanced and sophisticated crypto ecosystems in the entire world. If you look at the projects there, if you look at the quality of them, a lot of DEXs, right? A lot of DeFi projects as well. So the second thing that I want you to focus on in this video is the current proposals that are for the Cosmos ecosystem, right? And this is absolutely huge, guys. The first one that you need to remember is proposal 38, right? And the proposal basically says that, hey, let's adopt liquidity modules onto the Cosmos Hub. And what does that mean? That means basically let's enable automated market makers on the Cosmos Hub. And the Cosmos Hub is basically the home of Atom, right? That's where Atom resides. A summary is that Tendermint, which is the development arm behind Cosmos, and B Harvest have joined forces to produce and develop a liquidity module. I think it's called Gravity. And this liquidity module should now be added to the Cosmos source code, right? Absolutely huge, guys. This basically means that you have automated market making built in on Cosmos, on the Cosmos main hub, the home of Atom, right? And the cool thing is it's already passed, guys. It's already passed. So it's gonna come for sure. They just ended the voting, and it will come. So this is one proposal that I think is going to drive a lot of use cases for Atom. It's going to make it much more tangible for a lot of people, because now we're all used to yield farming. We're all used to providing liquidity, right? If you want to dig deeper, actually, you can also see here on their GitHub, there's a direct link to it. What is the current development like? You can see also here an overview on how the liquidity pool is designed. For example, one very cool thing that I love is that you can set limit orders, right? Which is something you can't do on Uniswap. You can only do it on 1 inch. But here you can do it on Cosmos, on the Cosmos main hub, at almost no fees, right? And now, guys, honestly, I'm a very avid DeFi user on Ethereum, but it doesn't even make sense right now. If you have to pay $35, $50, $60 for a transaction, and up to, I don't know, $160 to make more complex contract calls. And here on Cosmos, which is built on the Tendermint consensus algorithm, fully on proof of stake from scratch, it doesn't have any proof of work component. It's much more faster, much more scalable, and much more efficient, right? And this is something I'm really, really looking forward to also use in the future. You can also read all the technical stats here. But from a user perspective, I'm anticipating this very, very highly. And there's also other projects that are working on that. I think Juno and Osmosis, they're also working on automated market making systems for Cosmos. But this one will be integrated directly in the main source code of Cosmos. The second proposal I want to show you, and this is also huge, guys, is proposal ID 41. And this means the enabling of IBC transfers. Now, to quickly remind you of what IBC stands for, it stands for inter-blockchain communication. And what does it mean? It enables true interoperability. And that is exactly what I mean by layer zero, right? Because a layer zero is basically the bottom line on which all blockchains can communicate and build on top of, or connect to. Let's say connect to, not build on top of, but connect to, and then transfer value seamlessly and instantly without sacrificing anything, right? Security, decentralization, speed, right? So IBC enables that. It went live around a month ago, and now the proposal here is to integrate that into the Cosmos Hub as well, right? So we have automated market making, and we'll have IBC natively on the Cosmos Hub, which is absolutely huge, right? Because what does it mean? It means that Atom will be available on zones connected over IBC, right? Example for this is that, for example, Kava and Torchain, right? They're both implementing IBC. Now, what you can do in the future is you can send your Atom over to Torchain, over to Kava, like this, right? Without paying a lot of money. And even though they're sovereign blockchains, you can still transfer value among the two, right? That's super cool. That's a really, really huge use case. And obviously, the more projects implement IBC, the more valuable the whole thing gets, right? The more interconnected it gets, and the more the promise of building the Internet of Blockchain gets fulfilled. And another thing that I'm probably going to make a video in the next couple of days or next week is the security model of Cosmos and how it is all intended or designed, right? Because it's very different to, for example, Polkadot, right? In Polkadot, you have a shared security model, meaning that the relay chain of Polkadot is there where smaller parachains can connect to and share the security, right, through proof of stake. So those parachains don't have to build their own validator network, right? They don't have to get staking validators and pools on their network, right? It's all going through the Polkadot validator system. And obviously that drives a lot of demand for DOT, but it also has a lot of downsides. On the other hand, Cosmos chose not to do that. I think they have proposals on the table. I think they are actually evaluating whether they should or should not implement it. And I'm looking forward to in the future, like what other features they will implement. Predominantly Tendermint, which is the dev arm behind Cosmos, or behind a lot of things that Cosmos that are built on Cosmos, the core team. But IBC, I think, is a huge leap ahead towards the interconnected blockchain economy. And this is something great to see. I think the shared security model is something that we can still look into or evaluate later on, because that's something that is obviously very, very bullish for the price of Atom. As we have seen, it's very bullish for the price of DOT, since they have this shared security model and you need to purchase DOT in order to contribute to that. Atom doesn't have it yet, but we'll see. We'll keep track of that. This proposal is still open, still in the voting period, yeah, but 75 million Atom have already been voting for yes, and it only requires 1.6 more million in order for the proposal to pass. So I think that's going to be going through. It will end on the 26th, so that is like 4 or 5 days from now, 4.5 days. So yeah, this is just something quick that I wanted to share with you. I think it's super important. So now you've basically seen that the Cosmos ecosystem, for one, is absolutely massive. It's even underrated from sites like CoinGecko, right, which are probably not listing everything. They probably also have some conflicts of interest, right? That's all fine. That's all the crypto game. But the Cosmos ecosystem is one of the most advanced and sophisticated ecosystems in the world. And then secondly, you've seen that with these two new proposals, Cosmos actually gets much more tangible and much more usable, right? Because now you have AMMs, you have decentralized exchanges, you have the whole DeFi ecosystem that is being built on Cosmos right now. So having that said, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you learned something from it. As I'm also learning, I think we can learn together. Share me your feedback on Cosmos. What do you think? Obviously, right now, I think a lot of people are starting to talk about it. You see in crypto Twitter, more and more bigger accounts are starting to notice the ecosystem. Chart-wise, it looks ultra bullish. So yeah, take a look at it. Conduct your own research and due diligence. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay healthy and be good.